Abe says, also, I would like to know about using one website for multiple GMB locations. Is this recommended and possible? It can be. You can just create separate location pages so each location, each GMB location should have its own dedicated page on the website. And that's the URL that you would submit as the website URL in the Google My Business profile. Does that make sense? So instead of just using the home root domain, so the home page of the website for that brand across all different GMB assets, create a location specific page on that domain. And then use that URL as the landing page, as that landing page URL as the website in GMB. It's perfectly fine to do that, guys. But what you want is you can have, if it's the same brand, you can share the same brand name across all GMB locations. That's fine. But you want a unique URL and a unique phone number and a unique address, if possible. Okay. Strange NAP issues occur if you have two or more of the data points, the primary data points in a citation or NAP, which would be name, address, phone number, and also website URL. If you have two or more common data points among multiple locations, that's going to cause NAP issues, which is going to cause make it very difficult to rank. You can have one common data point, typically the business name, because it's a brand that can be used across multiple GMBs as long as the other primary data points are unique. Physical address, phone number, website address. Does that make sense? So yes, it's possible. Now, one other thing I would mention is go back through, Abe, watch some of our previous Hump Day Hangouts. We'll talk about the difference between using location pages, which would be pages within the, on the root domain, or using location specific subdomains, which are separate WordPress installations. But there's a reason to do that. And that's to help mitigate risk, potential, losing all of your assets if you were to catch a penalty. That's something that, again, we just talked about this last week. Go back and watch the replay from last week, and I'm pretty sure we talked about that extensively, about the benefit of using subdomains over subfolders or subdirectories. That's pretty much the same thing I'm talking about here. Where's the GMB auto poster? John, just post in the mastermind. We'll get you the link.
I posted the link higher up.
Yeah, I just didn't have it. Thank you, Marco. Nestor says, hey, I got to go, guys. I got to wrap this up. So anyways, and there's Rob with the yearly discount for the GMB agency offer. That's the enterprise account level or subscription level, which is 200 posts per month, or excuse me, 500 posts per month capacity. And if you buy it on a monthly basis, subscribe month to month, is $200. If you buy the yearly license, it's $200 per month, excuse me. If you buy the yearly license, it's $1,000 divided by 12. It comes out to be like $84 or $83 per month. So it's a hell of a lot cheaper that way. By the way, if you're scheduling out 31 posts, which there's a post scheduling feature, which is amazing in the GMB auto poster. So you can schedule out one post a day or however many you want. But let's just say you were doing one post a day. You could do 31 days. And then there's a republish option to where it can republish the post based upon the interval that you set. So for example, if you set every 31 days, you can schedule out 31 posts and then have them republished 31 days later, each post thereafter, right? Does that make sense? So day 1 and in day 32, that post publishes again. Day 2 and day 33, that post publishes again. Does that make sense? And that way you can set up all of your posting in an automated fashion. Well, with 500 posts per month, if you were to actually fill out or post one per day for each location, you can essentially put 16 locations in one enterprise account. 16 times 31 comes out to be 496. So you get 496 posts. Essentially, you can serve 16 locations, 100%, one post per day with a single enterprise account. Does that make sense? So that's how I'm clustering my my sites right now. Just so you guys, gave you a little insight on that.
Yeah, and I mean it's an awesome deal because it saves so much money, and then the auto poster just saves so much time and effort. Yeah. Once your VAs get proficient with going in there and just scheduling and putting everything up, it just saves you a ton of time and money. And so you'll make the money back that you invest in this just by the time you're going to save with your VAs, or if you do it if you try to do it on your own, which you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah. Now, for just so you guys are aware, for clients, I have a VA that goes in and manually posts for all the clients. And I do that for a reason, because every post is 100% unique that way. She still has content templates, but she goes in and she puts a new image every time. And the content templates she used, there's tokens that she swaps out with different keywords and such. And the target URLs are always being cycled through, like the, whatever we're linking to from the GMB post and all that. So they become unique. And for clients, so I pay my VA on a per post basis. So I pay her for every post that she publishes, she gets paid. It varies between $3.50 to $5 per post, but I charge my clients, $10 to $15 per post, depending on what the volume is. So my point is, I make money on that, even though she's manually posting. However, for lead gen assets, guys, once again, just like I was telling, who was I telling earlier? Michael Wheaton. I was telling Michael earlier not to worry about syndication networks for lead gen assets because you want to reduce expenses. Well, I don't want to pay a VA to manually post to lead gen assets because that's an additional expense. When I can pay for or subscribe to the auto poster, schedule all the posts. And do I do all this, guys? Hell no. I've trained a VA to go in and set up or schedule all the posts within the GMB auto poster and then schedule them to republish. So that literally I can pay a VA for 3 or 4 hours to schedule out all the, or, however long it takes them to schedule all those posts out. And then it's done. And those GMB assets will continually update posts because of the auto poster. And I'm not paying anymore other than for the auto poster subscription. Does that make sense? So it's a hell of a lot more efficient on with money too, right? It's more cost effective. Okay. Nestor says, and I'm so over, we got to get out of here.